Okay, guys, just got back from seeing Shazam! Just got back from seeing Shazam. This is going to be spoiler-free because we don't want to, ruin anything for anybody, even though it's not really a spoiler-heavy movie. Like always, I'm going to let my guest go first, so you can go ahead.
Okay, I'm just going to come on and say this. I absolutely loved it. All right, there are certain elements of this movie that I don't feel work very well. Like, I don't feel like the dynamic between Shazam and the villain, played by Mark Strong, is strong enough. Mm-hmm. I felt like there could have been more to that. Mm-hmm. But what this film does so well is the theme of family, mm-hmm. and they drive that message home a lot. Mm-hmm. And all the training montages with him as Shazam, they work very well. And the comedy is great. I felt like the movie had a good balance of drama and humor. I don't feel like they clashed too much. Maybe in a couple scenes, but, overall, I felt like it had a nice balance. I thought the climax was great. Now, do I think that this is the best DC film? No. DCEU film? No. Okay, I definitely liked Wonder Woman better. In my opinion, I liked Wonder Woman more. Out of all the films that DCEU has released, okay, and this is including with Aquaman, I think Shazam is the most fun movie they've done. It is the most humorous.
It's the most fun.
It's the most fun.
In my opinion, in the DCEU timeline, I think it's the weakest. You think it's the
weak? Out of all the films they've done, you think that this is the worst?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay.
No.
You were scaring me.
Time out.
You were scaring me, son.
No.
Okay.
In terms of the filmmaking and acting and script and all that, no, I don't think it's the weakest. And in terms of where it fits and what it means to the overall universe, I think it's the weakest.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing, because with this one. And even with Aquaman, because there's only one mention of anything pertaining to Steppenwolf. Okay, they're trying to just say, okay, screw the whole universe building. Let's try to, just make it more standalone. If we can have a cameo here and there, fine. All right.
But the thing with Aquaman is that at least they still had that mention. Like I know to me it felt like this movie was trying so hard to throw in references without it actually referencing the DCEU. Like we see newspapers, we see the Batarang, we see this, but why couldn't we see a news broadcast of Aquaman just saved South Africa from tidal
honestly,
wave?
in terms of that, that doesn't bother me at all. I don't think that really matters anymore because, let's face it, they really dropped the ball on the whole shared universe shit.
No.
Especially with Justice League.
I agree with that.
And, so, them doing it, them having, the minor callbacks and stuff, that's fine. Them, you wanted something more major in terms of, world building and everything. Yeah. Okay, that doesn't bother me.
The thing is, right, if I were to rank my top DCEU movies, or there's not that many of them, but if I would rank them, the way I rank is, what each movie means to the next movie. Suicide Squad is not that great, but the post-credit scene shows that Bruce Wayne is building the Justice League. So that in turn has importance to it, to where Shazam has no importance to the rest of the DCEU. It can, and to me, I liked the movie, I liked it a lot, but I agree with what you said with the whole villain-hero thing. I didn't feel like there was any stakes. Really? Never once was I worried that Shazam was in trouble. Never once did I think Mark Strong was going to, win.
There were times I felt like maybe one of the family members would be in trouble. But again, here's the thing. I've never read the comics. Yeah. So, I don't know that they're actually important.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Well, see, I can't spoil anything.
See, as an outsider looking in terms of building the DCEU and doing more shared universe shit, okay, I don't give a crap that this movie really isn't important to the other ones, okay? Because it can be taken just as its own film, all right? And it's a damn fun film, okay? So all of that stuff, that doesn't bother me at all. If I'm being honest.
I had to, okay, because this is a weird video for me to review. This is a weird movie for me to review because I enjoyed myself, but there was something that didn't sit right with me. I don't know if it was Zachary Levi. Maybe
I thought he was great.
Maybe he was great, but it felt like a low budget straight to DVD representation of a superhero. Like, you have we just got out of Aquaman for the DCEU, right? Which is very large in scope, and I understand that this is a lower movie.
Yeah.
But it just felt like it felt like, oh, I'm going to go get this on Redbox. And it didn't feel like a movie that I had to go see, that it had all these stakes. I thought the family angle was fantastic. I loved the whole testing the powers reel they were doing. I loved that montage. I loved a lot of things with the movie, but something was missing. I just can't put my finger on it. Something was missing. Like even I don't necessarily like Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think Captain Marvel, I think that movie is a mediocre movie at best. But there's things in those movies that at least I know is going to be important later.
Okay.
You know, you can skip this and it has no effect on the rest of the universe.
I don't get, like, I would argue you could skip Ant-Man and the Wasp and it would have no effect in the universe outside of that dumb post-credit scene.
Really?
But, outside of that...
No, because we learned a lot about the quantum realm within that movie that's going to play a huge effect in Endgame.
Yes, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about Shazam.
But I'm talking about how...
straight, okay?
That
doesn't bother me! That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No.
It can bother you. That's fine.
That's true, but I'm trying to make my point.
Hey guys, just editing this video. I wanted to throw my 2 cents in here because things got a little heated in this debate here. But what I was trying to say, that things like that is important to me. It's not important to him, and that's fine. It doesn't have to be important to him, but I was trying to project that it is, in fact, important to me, where I think he thought I was trying to put words in his mouth. Look, if it's not important to him, that's fine. He can have his own opinion on it. I wasn't debating that. I was trying to stress how I feel that the connective tissue is important to me. So with that said, back to the video.
I'm trying to make my point as to even the most mediocre. I'm saying I don't like Ant-Man and the Wasp, but yet that movie has some importance to the overall universe, where this movie has no importance to nothing.
Oh no, so like honestly, what he was saying, if you are going into this expecting it to expand on anything from the DCEU, you're not going to get that, because that's not what it's trying to do at all. Okay, honestly, I thought the acting was great. I loved the action. Okay, there are certain elements, again, with the story of the hero and the villain, I felt that could have been greatly improved upon. There was actually moments throughout this movie where Mark Strong just kind of disappears. I don't know if you noticed that, like, there's a few gaps in the movie, where you just kind of forget he's there, and then he shows up and it's like, oh, damn, okay.
That's why I said, I thought the villain was weak, man. I thought the villain was weak. And
here's the thing. In terms of writing, you're absolutely right. The villain was weak. All right, but I thought Mark Strong did a good job. I think Mark Strong brought
was always great because he's Mark Strong.
It's Mark Strong.
Yeah.
All right. If there's one thing I liked in that crappy Green Lantern movie, it was him as Sinestro. I will give him that.
But I'm saying,
I'm glad he got another chance.
If Steppenwolf has a better motive, then you got a fucking problem. I'm just saying. I'm saying, if Steppenwolf has a better motive...
I don't agree with that
than Dr. Savannah, then you have a fucking problem. I don't agree with
that at all. But, okay. Yeah, I don't agree with that at all.
I'm just saying.
Okay. But anything else you want to add about,
Something was missing. I don't know what it is. I'm going to have to go see the movie again. Something was missing. I had fun when the movie was having fun, but maybe it wasn't superhero enough. It's just like, with movies nowadays, like, the stakes keep getting higher. And in this movie, I just felt like there was no stakes. I never felt like any of the family members were in trouble. I don't know. I just felt like there was no stakes. Like even I don't want to get into that debate, but I don't know. It just I felt like there was something missing in the movie. I didn't hate the movie. I'm gonna get blasted on YouTube. You people are gonna blast me. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you're a fucking hater, Rob. Be riding that Marvel dick and all that shit." I don't be riding no Marvel dick. I just said I didn't like Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Captain Marvel was mediocre at best. But at least they added something to the story. This didn't add.
I'm sorry,
anything.
just as a film, this entertained me a hell of a lot fucking more than Captain Marvel did.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
Playing with my nuts in the corner entertains me. Doesn't mean it adds anything.
It's still a better. I'm just getting across that I enjoyed this more than the actual Captain Marvel movie that came out from Marvel.
Oh, you mean that movie that crossed $1 billion? Represent.
Don't care. Don't care.
Billion.
Transformers makes billions of dollars.
Not the last couple.
Yeah. Most of them are shit. Either way,
That point
but
is irrelevant.
yeah, you want to wrap this up or you want to keep going?
Yeah, no, I'm good. We can
Okay.
wrap it up. Look,
I obviously liked it a lot more than he did. Okay.
why do you gotta say it like that? See, that's how.
But he doesn't hate it.
That's
he just said he doesn't hate it.
That's
so.
how I get hate comments and they're going, "Oh, you don't like shit, man. Dragon Ball Evolution and shit." I like it. I just said there was something missing. I don't know what that something is.
Obviously, you want to go see it again.
Obviously,
if he's going to see it again, I don't think he didn't like it, guys. Let's be fair.
Yeah. So I mean, there's something. It could have been I was uncomfortable. Could have been I had to pee. I don't know. I felt the same way after I got to see Aquaman, and then I saw it 2-3 more times, and I fucking love Aquaman.
But I'm sorry, I think that this... One last thing is that, when I said the climax is great, I think this has one of the most memorable climaxes
Really?
I've seen in a while. Okay, in terms of everything that happened in that shit?
I thought it was okay.
Dude! Oh... Okay. I don't want you to get blasted, so...
I thought the climax was okay.
Wow.
Still think it's the weakest DCEU film. Sorry, but hey, who's looking forward to Joker, right? Joker. No? Okay. I guess it's just me then.
Listen, folks, our boy Rob is a lost soul. But I will make him see the light. I shall make him see the light. Okay.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up. Anyway, I recommend to go see it if you want to go see it. Yeah. That's my thing, man. That's why I never tell anybody not to go see something. Even if I'm on the fence about it, I still say if you're going to go see it, go see it. But I'm gonna go see it again. I gotta go check it out and see what the hell's going on. But anyway,
honestly, from start to finish, I had a blast with this, despite the issues that I had with it. All right, so yeah, I definitely recommend going to see it. What would you give it out of 10?
Out of 10.
Right now, just
probably.
And just here's the thing, as a film, what would you give it?
Probably about the same as I gave Captain Marvel, about 7.
About 7? Okay.
Yeah. About 7, because I was entertained throughout it.
Honestly, I'd give this around an 8, 8.5. For the simple fact, again, it's just that villain I felt like could have been fleshed out a lot more.
I think that's probably my main problem.
And I didn't mind his backstory. It's more so his relationship to the hero that I thought was so weak in this, and I felt that they could have improved upon. But that doesn't ruin the movie for me, and I hope it won't ruin it for you.
All right, so that's Adam J. That's his channel. Later, guys.